piece of scientific evidence in the world, and it's never going to trump the fact that she didn't act right or that she doesn't have a good explanation for when she last saw the child and what she did with him or her.
Pam, and I guess I guess the prosecution say, well, we have both.
Yes, and I'm smiling because for once I agree with Mark Garagos, and he's taking the strong prosecution side in this. But yes, that's exactly what's going to happen, Greta. They're going to have to stick to their timeline, and that's what. And I believe though that an entomologist and a botanist, they are going to be allowed to testify if they're properly qualified in court. They do it all the time. But right, that doesn't narrow down the time frame that specifically, but you take that in consideration with all the other circumstances, and that timeline is what's going to be so incredibly crucial to the prosecutors, given all of her lies and given her going out to the bars after we know that that little girl's body was dumped in the woods.
And I suppose, Jeff, if the defense would be smart to sort of be sitting back and seeing how the prosecution's case is unfolding, getting ready to sort of look for that reasonable doubt, poke those holes.
Yeah, sometimes that's all we have is as we poke some holes, we create reasonable doubt. I always think it's better to actually have a defense in a case. I think jurors are looking for that. But sometimes that's all we have, you know. But the good thing about being a defense lawyer is you don't have to come out like the prosecution does with the theory of the case. You can wait, you can look at the evidence, you can evaluate it, you can do a Fry test, as Mark's talking about, to see if this odor that they detected in a trunk is actually going to be admitted into a courtroom. And if that doesn't come in, that may change your strategy a little bit, and you can wait to the last second to see where you're going on this defense. But like we talked about the last 2 nights, Greta, I'm outraged that the law enforcement, the police are leaking this information. It's exactly what I talked about and exactly what we said when we sat back and said, wait, why is there a premise here that the defense is going to leak things? And look what happened. The next day, law enforcement's leaking information, and I want to see what sanctions are imposed upon them, because if the defense did this, I guarantee you the prosecution would be jumping up and down.
And why is it that if they've got such a strong case, why are they leaking all this stuff if they're so confident?
Exactly. Why poison the jury?
We got to go, panel.
I can't see that the prosecutors are thrilled with that.
All right, well, we got to run, and I think Baez is going to be back in court on this soon. Thank you all. Caylee Anthony tells investigators she left Caylee with a babysitter named Zenaida Gonzalez and never saw the toddler again. Now a woman named Zenaida Gonzalez is suing Caylee for a defamation, and there are some very mysterious parts to this story. Tonight, we hope to clear up the mystery. Zenaida Gonzalez is here to go on the record, but before she does, we need you to help us. Listen very carefully to Caylee talking about Zenaida in a jailhouse meeting with her parents.
I never really got a full description of Zanny. I know she's got brown curly hair.
About shoulder length. She wears it straight.
Curly.
It's curly.